And this is the team that represents them today, with Pat Jennings in goal, Pat Rice, John Devine, Brian Talbot, who got that winner against Liverpool in the semi-final, David O'Leary, Willie Young, Liam Brady, Alan Sunderland with 28 goals this season, Frank Stapleton with 24, the real threat to West Ham there, David Price, number 10, Graham Ricks, number 11, and the substitute, the fullback, Sammy Nelson, their manager, Terry Neal. West Ham in a change strip also of all white, with Phil Parkes in goal for them, Ray Stewart, Frank Lampard, Billy Bonds, Alvin Martin, who just yesterday signed a long-term contract to stay with the club, Alan Devonshire, Paul Allen, the 17-year-old, Stuart Pearson, who scored here for Manchester United against Liverpool, David Cross, Trevor Brooking, Jeff Pike, and their substitute, another fullback, Paul Brush, with their manager, John Lyle. West Ham to do, if West Ham have anything to say about it this afternoon. So the 1980 Cup final is underway. Arsenal attacking the goal to our left in yellow shirts and dark shorts. If you're watching it in black and white, just watch for those black shorts of Arsenal. West Ham in an all-white strip. It's O'Leary for Arsenal. Brady saying, let me have that one. Rice played again for O'Leary, patiently. Swept wide here again for Talbot. Back to Rice again. I don't think the West Ham players touched the ball yet. It's Ricks with a very severe haircut and a long ball forward that catches Brady fractionally offside and gives West Ham a free kick.
It gives West Ham a free kick, and it gives them the first touch of the ball, because the first time Arsenal played it long, they lost it. Young Ricks shouldn't have played it long.
Well, here's Phil Parkes. Ray Stewart. Forward to Trevor Brooking. Chested down by Pearson. Brooking again. Trying to get young Pike on his way, but O'Leary's there turning it back.
Yes, it's there all the time, it's evident. What West Ham are doing, Brian, is they are playing with a little amount of confidence, and they're pushing it around a bit. The full-backs are receiving it from the goalkeeper, which is always a good sign.
And a nice touch there by Pearson on for Brooking. Played wide again here for Pike. Oh, and he's played it again for Pearson. A little nick in there towards David Cross, but it'll be too far forward for him and behind. But again, as Brian was saying, an illustration of the confidence of West Ham, playing those balls about smoothly. Just John Lyle, I suppose, would have wanted the final pass to be a little better. Lampard. Leaving it for Pearson. Lampard's continued his run, and Pearson has gone right past them all, pulled it back there. Pike, a shot that is well saved by Jennings. Good break by West Ham, and little Pike was really on that superbly. What a good break by West Ham, Brian.
Actually, when the shot was on, it was nearly a chance. He did well, Pearson there, laying it in very, very early. It's an early shot as well. It came through a crowded box.
So the first real stinging attack has come from West Ham. Sunderland. And now West Ham forward again with Brooking. A little flick there for Cross, and in fact it comes through to Pearson. And here's Devonshire. West Ham really carrying the fight now to the favourites Arsenal, as Devonshire goes past Talbot. The cross there that Jennings couldn't get. Oh, and Cross almost got it in there, and Pearson has! Well, the ball in the back of the net from Pearson's shot. The cross was involved there as well. Here's Devonshire with 13 minutes gone. Devonshire with the cross. Jennings couldn't reach that one. Cross had a bang at that one, and it comes out again to Pearson. And in fact, it went in off Brooking, I think.
Brooking definitely scored.
It was Brooking who got the touch right in that goal mouth. Sunderland, but they are great battlers, Arsenal, and their experience has been fantastic really over this season. They'll be there right to the finish without any question at all. There's a long way to go. Just a quarter of an hour of the first half gone. West Ham leading by a goal to nil. Brooking the scorer. And Arsenal now with this free kick with Liam Brady. Chipped in there towards Stapleton and wide of the West Ham goal, a goal kick. Well, let's look at that West Ham goal from another angle. Pearson shot coming in there, and in fact the header from Brooking. And there's a real competitive flavour about it now. It's a cup final that started in a rather lethargic way, and now it's really beginning to hot up. And you can hear the bubbles. Song from West Ham fans, and that's a song that Arsenal will want to silence. Brady slipping past one, slipping past another, finds Talbot here, a little 1-2, they're trying to get it going. And look at the coolness there of Ray Stewart, but then he gives it away to Ricks. Ricks' shot, only half saved there by Phil Parks. Devonshire. Oh, given away badly there by Devonshire. Price turning it in towards Brady, right in there. Will Brady get a chance of a shot himself? He may, and in the end it was Billy Bonds competing well again, and his header finding Brooking. A little touch by Brooking for Allen. Pike. Brooking. Play on, says referee Courtney. Brooking, a lovely pass this time for Cross, shadowed by Talbot. Brooking again. Stewart. Brooking again. There's that long cross coming in towards Stuart Pearson. And a foul by Pearson on O'Leary, a free kick to Arsenal. Brian referring to that Manchester United goal against Coventry when George Courtney appeared to indicate an indirect free kick, but he's certainly indicated at great length there. And the ball, in fact, has been played towards Ricks. And now Brooking can chase Devonshire away, but your money has to be on the cool skills of David O'Leary, only 22 years old, and that was only 8 days ago. Oh, Devonshire miscued there, but got it back very well indeed. It's unlike Arsenal to allow a man to get a ball back after it's been given away quite in that fashion, but here's Brady again being chased by Devonshire, shaking him off this time, and Sunderland up there with him. Rice, the captain, coming down this touchline. Pat Rice now. Past Paul Allen. Rice still going on his way again, and in the end, a nice move, perhaps the best one that Arsenal have put together in the game so far, stopped by Alvin Martin giving away the corner. And he had to give away that corner because Rice was advancing, and it's going to be Ricks who now takes the corner for Arsenal. Short to Rice. Heaven knows there are enough yellow shirts in that box now, and Rice, or rather Ricks, allowed to go a long way, and they're all over the place at the moment, are Arsenal, Brian, on that far touchline. Got a lovely left boot, and Pike is doing his darndest to make sure he can't use it. Billy Bonds out there as well. Bonds, who seems to be everywhere on this field at the moment, and it's Bonds who got the challenge in. Sunderland's little touch, Devonshire's little touch, Willie Young's shot over the West Ham crossbar, but it clipped off a West Ham defender for the corner. Talbot. Rice again. Floated once more towards Stapleton, but it'll fall this time for David Price for Arsenal. Curled again towards Frank Stapleton, trying an overhead kick. Ricks was coming in fast, and Pike had shadowed him beautifully. In fact, the whistle had gone for an infringement, but young Pike's getting through a lot of work as well.
They're doing very, very well, but despite the fact, you know, that West Ham are one up, Brian, Arsenal are controlling most of this game.
As you can see, we're over the 45 minutes. And the ball with Talbot for Arsenal. Devine. Willie Young. Talbot. Rice playing it in once more. A little flick on by Sunderland, and Lampard doing the covering job there and getting it away. Things were happening too fast behind him for him to risk the pass back to this man, Phil Parkes, so he put it away for Talbot to take the throw. As the whistle goes for half-time, I think, yes it is, the half-time whistle. Trevor Brooking's goal gives West Ham the interval lead. A quick sum up from you, Brian.
A well-earned lead just because of their enthusiasm, and they took the one chance that dropped to them. Arsenal have controlled a lot of the game without actually creating any chances and looking very, very dangerous.
Whether Stapleton and Sunderland will have a better second half, whether enthusiasm will be instilled throughout the side by Terry Neal and Don Howe. That pass from Paul Allen almost leaving Billy Bonds in a bit of trouble there, but the ball coming for Price. And in fact, his clearance had to be a very quick one and not an accurate one. Brady finding Rice, played in first time there. Billy Bonds again at the centre of the action, not getting it away though. Rice versus Lampard. Devonshire in there as well, taking it outside the penalty area. And Lampard finally woofing it away there towards David Cross. Chested down for Brookie. Played there first time for Pearson and now for Devonshire. Pearson wanting it back. O'Leary. And the ball out of play. A smoke bomb from the Arsenal end. Devine. Ricks. Sunderland, a good ball there for Graham Ricks. Turning Stewart. Ricks with a curling shot, and that needed to be pushed away. A really lovely piece of football there by Graham Ricks. And the corner about to be taken by Pat Rice as Ricks has his shot turned away by Phil Parkes. So Ricks with the corner. Floated in towards the near post where Willie Young is, but that was a good jump too by a West Ham defender. I'm not sure who it was. It was Billy Bonds, in fact. Talbot being hustled back. They're doing a lot of hustling, West Ham. But in fact, that shot by Ricks had to be saved. That might have just curled in, Brian. Well, Brady shoveling that ball through now to Sunderland. Played in here for David Price. Stapleton. Price with a shot. Just a little more snap about Arsenal in this second half. As Brian was saying, there's a little more determination about them as this move builds up here, flicked in nicely, a little touch by Stapleton, Price following it in.
This is where now, Brian, you're looking for midfield and West Ham are looking for theirs.
Stewart coming to fill it now, but bumped into Sunderland, but all is not lost because Devine is here for Arsenal. Willie Young turning it back, a nice little turn back as well, but there's Billy Bonds yet again for West Ham, and a foul that time by Cross on Rice.
Brian, if West Ham allow themselves to get pinned in their own penalty area, it'll be disaster for them.
Well, they're being pinned back there now. It's Sunderland for O'Leary, who's come right in there. A little chip there towards Willie Young. Nodded off his head, though, by, I think it's Alan Devonshire down there who's taken it in the face. No, it's Alvin Martin. A clash of youngs there, of heads there with Willie Young. Well, it'll be a painful replay, but let's see how they did it again. Nice little ball played there. Look at O'Leary of all people, and a beautiful cross by him towards Willie Young. Martin and Willie Young going down. So they'll both be ready to go on again in a moment. Looks as though Willie Young's first to his feet, and as though Alvin Martin might have quite a shiner there. Arsenal with a foul by Billy Bonds on Graham Rix. Brady, O'Leary. And they are being either tempted or forced to push a few men further forward now, Arsenal. And Brady is one of them. And the shot into the side netting. And certainly Brady looks a different proposition in this second half. Wants to get into the game, but that shot going into the side netting. And at the moment, it's Sammy Nelson with his first real touch, and it's a throw. It's a good long throw as well there towards Willie Young. Lampard and Martin were both up there. Price trying to turn it back again. Paul Allen getting it away, but not very far. Talbot nicking it in there again. Willie Young and Brady between them trying to make something of it in the end. Brady goes down, the challenge by Pike and Brooking, and Arsenal now get a free kick right on the edge of that on that West Ham penalty area. So the West Ham wall has got to be secure and well formed. Parks has got to get a sight of the ball, and looking at it from the other side, either Brady, Talbot or Rix have got to do something about it. It looks as though it'll be Rix playing a short ball to Talbot, with a better angle maybe for him, and a shot beautifully taken by Parks. Well, it was pretty clear what Arsenal intended. Even so, the shot was a good one and the save was even better. Shin pad off and his right sock down by his boot. And I think he's struggling a bit. And remember, Arsenal have already got their substitute on. And they're a goal down. And Brooking has found Lampard. And West Ham are on the attack again. And Cross turns it over. The flag had gone up for an offside, though. And it's a free kick. And O'Leary is going to hobble off. Let's look at this first, though.
Pearson should have had it, Brian. It was an offside decision, and he was off. Pearson should have had that ball. He held his hands out for it.
Well, played back a little bit to him, yes. Well, this plays it on here for Stuart Pearson. Here's Jeff Pike. Arsenal for once being pushed back. Stuart coming up alongside him. Needing somebody, as Brian was saying, just to hold on to the ball. And suddenly a gap there for Jeff Pike. And pretty innocuous shot, except that with David Cross coming in, it might have been turned into something. Already taken. Brady finding Brian Talbot. Played wide again for Pat Rice. There's that cross going in again. Billy Bonds is on the end of it, though, for West Ham. David Cross trying to get a bit of ground for West Ham. And it comes to O'Leary. And now for Price again, and they look absolutely exhausted out there at the moment. You get the feeling it's going to be a mistake that leads to a goal one way or the other. And Brian Clough next to me indicating that somebody must stand on the ball for West Ham when they get possession like this. But it's Devonshire now, going a long, long way. And here's Stuart Pearson. Arsenal, to their credit, have got a lot of people back very quickly. Pike. Devonshire. Pearson. 8 minutes to go. Stewart. And the little boy Allen going in there and gets it away from Pat Jennings, and Pat has to come out of his penalty area. But a good pass there by Jennings for Liam Brady. Now, who's got the strength? Brady. And so too had Brooking, and that was a good challenge. And a good whack away there, which Rice has retrieved for Arsenal. Talbot, a bit of space, but it's almost slow motion stuff now. The heat and a long season seems to have got to both sides now. And it's agonising almost. It's like watching men at the end of a sunny marathon staggering towards the line. Rix still with a bit of spring in his stride, but you see not enough power in the end to get in a worthwhile shot. 7 minutes now to go. Pat Rice with the ball, and Paul Brush again warming up for West Ham. Cross. Holding it up, the sensible thing to do. Allen now, waiting for support. Bonds, of all people, making the break down that left-hand side. Billy Bonds for West Ham, calling for the ball from Devonshire, playing it in there towards Willie Young. Devonshire trying to get in there. Oh, Stewart almost got a shot in there, and finally the whistle's gone because the flag was being raised on this side. And there was a foul there somewhere. It was almost a good shot that Stewart got in there. Keep possession, because all that's happened now is that Arsenal have got it back again. Lampard this time to Brooking. Played on this time for Devonshire. With 3 minutes now to go. Brooking again. Played in here for Allen. And suddenly the gap has opened up for the 17-year-old. Paul Allen, brought down by Willie Young, and a yellow card comes out for Young. When suddenly Paul Allen saw himself all the way through there. Well, the gap opened up for the youngster, and my word, how well he took it. And then there was that, followed by the yellow card. Well, you would have thought a 17-year-old's legs would have been rubber by now, but he found something there, Paul Allen, Brian.
Told you, at that age, they don't think about anything. They just keep going. Don't think about tiredness, fear, or anything.
Well, Ray Stewart, who's got a direct free kick. Will he get it through the Arsenal wall? He has, but over the crossbar for the corner. And we are now left with 2 minutes. Winning at Wembley will today be the first time he faces defeat. It's incredible. There are 15 seconds left, and Arsenal are on the ball still. And the ball floated in once more towards that West Ham penalty. Yeah, it's all over though! And West Ham have won it! Men are on the field, are on the ground in fact. They're hugging each other. 3 West Ham players are still on the ground. The joy of the underdogs, West Ham. And now they're getting up, but David Cross is still down. Trevor Brooking was down as well. But Trevor Brooking's goal has brought a victory for West Ham. The underdogs have done it again. And their fans, Devonshire's a delight, and there's the happiest man. How does the manager feel at this moment, Brian, and don't you feel pleased for him?
He won't know what to say. He won't know. Honestly, it won't be sinking in. It won't be sinking in. At the moment, that's a year's work up the spout.
And Terry Neal, in fact, going to every Arsenal player, getting them up off the ground and saying, come on, chin up. Well, there's no need to say that to this man, Billy Bonds. He was up here in 1975 to receive the cup, and here he comes again. From Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Kent, the Hammers have done it again.